is it doing? Well, it's killing it. This book just topped the New York Times bestseller list, so we wanted to talk to Harris Faulkner about it. She is, of course, the host of the Faulkner Focus on Fox. She's also co-host of Outnumbered. Harris Faulkner joins us now. Harris, thank you so much for coming on tonight. The book title suggests that prayer is real. It actually works. Yes. It's not just something you do to seem pious. It has like actual effects. Is that the argument you're making?
It is, and I make it with evidence, because the divine assignment on my life, Tucker, is something that I want everybody to find for their own lives. I don't prophesize. I'm obviously not a pastor. I'm a journalist. My divine assignment is to be a witness. And so through Faith Still Moves Mountains, I tell stories of other people's miracles in their lives from some of the news stories that I've covered. Lee County, Alabama, twister outbreak. 80-some-year-old woman, Ernestine, survives the unthinkable inside of her prayer closet. All of the homes on her street razed to the ground to their foundations, but the tethered, wind-blown, wet, paint-stripped, tornado-driven prayer closet survives. And the EMTs show up, and there she is praying mightily, Lord, it is your will for me to go on with the life you've blessed me with. Lord, I'm so grateful. I'm here, and thank you for letting me survive. She prayed before, during, and after the storm. There are so many stories like this. And Tucker, you know from interviewing people all over the country, people always share with you the bad news, but wouldn't it be amazing if they could share the good news? And that's what this is about, but news that we can use, because we all need to connect with something greater than ourselves to lift us up. We are a country that's falling away with its faith. Gallup is studying this, Pew Research is studying this. By 2070, it appears will be fewer than 50% majority Christian Judeo in this country. We're changing. And look at what's happening around us. People don't seem happier for it. They don't seem more hopeful for it. So Faith Still Moves Mountains is based on what the Bible tells us about mustard seed faith, that faith that you have when it looks like everything is being torn apart, or even when things are great. Pray all the time. You know, people are ready to make their New Year's resolutions. I love that what you're doing is on, you know, the second day of the year. We're going to grip hold. People are I'm going to eat fewer donuts and work out more at the gym. Why don't you make a permanent change in your life? And God does not care what season you are in. He'll meet you right where you are. And when you lean into the Lord, He leans into you. And whatever your struggle is, your addiction, your depression, whatever it is, you can begin to really work through it without saying, well, by February 15th, if it's not fixed, I give up. Because isn't that what we usually do with our resolutions? This is a resolute promise from the Lord to go forth with a better destiny than ever before.
How are you, living in the world that we both live in, so forthright and unembarrassed to talk like this? I love it. But how do you do that?
I am unapologetic, and I was raised by a warrior. My dad was a combat pilot. And he and my mother had seen some pretty tough times. 2 wars, it wasn't clear if Dad was coming home. I really do believe that warrior spirit and that forever prayer-filled mom's belief got so deeply into me that as I grew up and connected with that, it started to make me feel like I should tell the truth when people ask me, how do you get through tough times? How do you tell stories like, you know, disasters? Because, you know, if you see me, a news anchor, something bad is probably happening if I'm on scene. So as a cub reporter on through now at the network, I pray. I always have. We know unthinkable, TMI, too much stuff about some of our colleagues through years and years of being in the business. Why can't I share the foundational way that I get through things? Why can't I tell people that I love the Lord? And by the way, why can't we be bold with our faith? You can't cancel us. This is the time of the year, and everybody knows we're just gotten through Christmas, entering this new year. Satan is skipping through the tulips right now. The Satanic Temple of Illinois, just a few days ago, put its display, well, the city let it, right next to the menorah, the Christmas tree, the cross, and then they came out and they did their, well, look, it's a free country, you can do that. You don't get to cancel us, though. Don't move the Christmas tree, the cross, and the menorah. You don't get to do that. But if you wanted to worship something that is not going to edify you and lift you up, well, heck, don't blame the rest of us if we're going to be bold. So now I'm getting invited to mega churches, which is so not the thing I ever thought I would be doing as a journalist, but we go and we talk about being bold and our faith. This is the time to have an impenetrable weapon, a power of spirituality in our hearts and at our fingertips. It's called prayer. Be bold with God, and it is amazing what can happen in your life. And don't keep it a secret. Don't hide your light. Shine brightly.
Amazing. Boy, am I glad we had this conversation. Harris Faulkner, bless you, and thank you for saying what you said.
Aw, thank you, my friend Tucker. God bless you.